Hello, welcome back to the Aluminum Screen podcast, episode 15. I'm Brandon. That's Emmett over there. Say hello,
yeah.
Emmett.
Hello, Emmett.
All right, fair enough. We've got some big topics this week. We've got a new Superman trailer, some casting news, some other trailers, and then we're going to talk about Final Destination Bloodlines for a bit.
Hell yeah.
So
it's a pretty big week, but also not. But it is. The stuff that is here is big. There's just not a lot of it.
Yeah, it's not a week that I feel like I'll remember.
Yeah.
Like this time next year, I'm not going to be like, oh, last year I was watching Final Destination Bloodlines.
Oh, remember Aluminum Screen episode 15?
Although maybe this will be an all-timer.
That's true. It
Find
could be.
out.
Special guest popping up.
Yeah, Josh Hartnett calling into the show later. If we have time, Josh Hartnett will call into this episode, so stay tuned.
It's true.
But yeah, we'll start off how we've been starting off the last couple, I guess. How has your past week been?
Past week's been good. I've actually watched a lot of both movies and TV. I'm on the finale of Andor season 1. Loving it. Finally got to the point where it just like takes over, and it's so good. I know I'm the first person to say this, but Andor is a good show.
Yeah, I've never heard that before.
I'm also really early to the hype train for it, so that's nice. But no, it's really great. There's a certain arc finishing up the season that's just, oh my god, it kicked it into high gear for me. I also binge watched the Netflix show, The Four Seasons, that came out recently.
Oh, that's the one with Coleman Domingo, right?
Yeah, Coleman Domingo, Tina Fey, Will Forte, Steve Carell. It's got a really great cast.
Was it good?
Honestly, I had a really good time with it. I was just kind of throwing it on as like a dumb show in the background.
Yeah.
It's like 8 episodes, 30 minutes each. I had a really fun time with it. I don't know what it was, but I enjoyed it way more than I thought I would.
Heck yeah. Is it like a comedy or?
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
it's a pretty it doesn't do anything necessarily like special. It's just like a fun little comedy, but it's a really good cast. And
yeah, no.
Weirdly enjoyed it. It got renewed for season 2 as well, so
huge.
I will be watching.
It'll do season 2 and that'll get canceled before the third.
That's true. That is true.
As is tradition.
I watched 28 Days Later for the first time a few days ago. And then I found out it's going to be in theaters this Wednesday. So if I waited like 1 week.
Is it really?
Yeah, I'm probably going to go anyway.
Yeah, all right.
Dude, I immediately became one of my favorite horror movies. Yeah. It's really good. It's so cool. It's the quality of it, like it's literally 480p. It's filmed on like this ridiculous one of the early digital cameras, but it works so well even though sometimes you can't tell. I don't know how it's going to look. It's going to be interesting. But so great. There's so many people in it that just pop up that I didn't know were in it, and I was shocked to see them. Yeah, good movie. I'm excited for 28 Years Later. Now, I watched The Weeknd's new movie.
Oh god.
Hurry Up Tomorrow. This is genuinely, I'm not exaggerating, I'm not being hyperbolic, the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
No.
We've talked before. I've given 3 or 4 movies a half a star in my life. I think I'm going to bump all of those up to 1 star because I hated this so much more than any of those.
Oh my god.
I disliked those movies. I actively hate this one. I did not enjoy. There are a couple minutes where it's like, oh, that's a cool shot. That is the highest praise I have for this movie. This is so bad. It's barely a movie. I didn't know much about it going. The Weeknd plays himself. He's playing The Weeknd, and I won't get into spoilers here. But it's literally, yeah, I can get into spoilers. Trust me, there's so much I want to. Without spoiling anything, there's a 10-minute scene of Jenna Ortega singing different Weeknd songs, like singing and dancing along to them, and then explaining what makes them so good to The Weeknd. she's like, yeah, this one people don't get it, but it's really deep. Blinding Lights is really deep, and it's this and that, and I could not believe what I was seeing.
That's awesome.
It is like Barry Keoghan and Jenna Ortega are pretty good in it. I don't even think The Weeknd's a bad act, like super bad in it. He's not good necessarily, but he's not like bad. But I was not like, I like a couple of The Weeknd songs. I don't like him anymore. I think this movie is so bad that I don't like him, because you have to be some level of narcissist or something to do this, to make this movie. I genuinely don't even know how to describe this. It is, the movie opens with like a 3-minute shot of him going like this, looking at the camera, and it goes on. He did it like 4 times, and I was like, all right, okay. It was like a full minute of that, and then he did it again. Genuinely debated just leaving at that point. I was like, this is not going to be worth my time. I know it is. I've talked a lot about like using phones in movie theaters and stuff. And this is the only movie where I've been like, surely I could sneak a look at my phone. No one's going to care. I didn't do it, but I was thinking it. And I was kind of hoping that people would like talk or something, so I'd have something to listen to. I hated this. This is the worst movie of the year, the worst movie of the decade, the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. And I would say that like you should watch it because it's so bad it's fun, but it really isn't fun. It's just dreadful. It's just a chore. And people are like, you just don't get it. No, I get what it's saying. It's not like, it is the most surface level commentary on anything ever. It is so bad. Okay, I won't rant anymore about it.
No, that was a good rant.
I kind of want you to watch it at some point, just because like I'd be interested to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, I'll wait till it streams on I don't even know what would pick that up. It'll probably be like the number 1 movie on like Netflix though.
Oh god, I hope it's lost media. It doesn't even deserve to be seen. Like, it's so, oh my god.
I think Jenna Ortega needs to get a new
what is happening to Jenna? Yeah, what is happening to Jenna Ortega?
And like the next movie she signed on for is like a David O. Russell movie also. Like
come on. I liked Death of a Unicorn. Like, it's not, anything super special.
Yeah, it's all right.
It was fine. It was fine, but like that's like the highlight of her last post what, X?
Yeah, they have like Miller's Girl, and she's not really in X that much. Like, she's not like the main character or nothing in
that. That was pre-Wednesdays, right?
Yeah.
So it was kind of like she was a name, but she wasn't.
Yeah, it probably was pre-Wednesday. Yeah, it must have just been before it.
Yeah, I think right before. But yeah, come on.
Yeah.
And that's like, her and Barry Keoghan are the reason that I want to see it. Like, I don't care for The Weeknd. I was like, oh,
right.
Two actors that I like are in it. And when I realized that he was playing The Weeknd, I was like, oh, this is not what I thought it was. I thought I misheard or something. And then he was singing his own songs, and he sings his own songs so many times. And when he's not doing it, someone else is doing it. Or it's on in the background. It's insane. Oh my god.
Oh, that rocks.
Anyway, my only other, it rocks. That's something. Oh. It's something, man. My only other watch was Final Destination Bloodlines, which we'll get to.
We'll get into that later.
After a 10-minute rant. How was your week? What did you watch?
Oh, it was pretty good. So I don't remember. Did I talk about Shadow Force last week, or was that just after?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, so then that's where my week started with Shadow Force. That's one of the worst movies I've seen
really
in a long time, and I was like one of the 2 people on the planet that was like kind of excited for it, even though it has like the name of a fake movie, and like, I don't know, it just sounds like a fake movie. But I saw the trailer one time because I show up to movies early, and so I saw a trailer for it, and the trailer looked like pretty exciting. Like, I wasn't expecting it to be like some 5-star masterpiece.
Yeah,
but I was like, it'll be like a fun 3.5 action movie. Like, that'll be fine. 3.5 action movie, by the way. Awesome sentence.
Hell yeah.
But you know what I meant. But I was like, it'll be like solid and fine. Like, I saw Den of Thieves 2 Pantera, and I was like, that was a fine time. So I was like expecting something like that, and it was just so bad. Kerry Washington's in it, and like, I thought she was like a good actress. Like, she's in Scandal and stuff, I know, and like, so like I've heard of her, and I was like, oh, she's probably gonna be good in it. That was one of the worst performances I've ever seen.
Oh man.
Which was like, it was just so bizarre. Like, it felt like every line, Like it felt like she thought she was in a different movie than everyone else. I will say Mark Strong was in it. He was a
he's
lot of fun as the villain.
that's good.
So yeah,
What did you end up rating it?
I rated it 1 star.
Ooh,
But also, it was one of the most interesting theater experiences I've ever had. So I'm going to go off on
okay.
a quick tangent here now.
Let's
So
get into it.
I go in. Well, first of all, I got to set this because I get the tickets. It's me and my girlfriend. We're going. So I get 2 tickets. I reserve them, and there's only 2 other people, but they're on the other side of the theater. It's like one of the ones where like the walls comes out and you walk and you can go back, and there's a section
You
on the
know how
left.
I feel about those.
Yeah. So I got the section on the left. There's 2 people on the section on the right. So there's like walls between us. There's nobody there that I'm going to even see. So I'm like, all right, whatever. It's like, a 1 p.m. showing of Shadow Force on a weekday. Not going to be busy. So I get in there, and there's a older lady sitting directly behind where the seats are that I had reserved. I was like, oh, all right. And then we're sitting down, and she says something, and I didn't like understand what she was saying until I had already sat down at that point. So I sat down, and then it clicks in my head, and I was like, oh, she was talking to me when she was talking, because she said, I don't know why y'all are sitting here. Like, I'm going to be talking the whole movie.
What? What?
And
What?
I was like, what do you mean? I was like, in my head, I didn't say anything because it had been too long for me to acknowledge it because that would look insane. But I was like, in my head, I was like, why? What do you mean? Why are we sitting here? I reserved these seats before
Yeah.
you did. And
Oh
then
my
the person she was with comes in and sits down.
Oh, so
And then
she wasn't alone. I
no,
figured
she
she
wasn't
was just gonna
alone.
be alone
No,
commenting on
no,
it.
she wasn't alone. She was commenting on it throughout the whole movie, though. And
Um,
like, not like, like it's fine. Like if somebody's like talking to someone, like whispering, like
yeah,
trying to be respectful,
it happens.
just full volume talking through the whole movie. There's a sequence where Kerry Washington and I think the guy's name is Omar Sy. He's like
Okay.
a French, yeah, Omar Sy, and they're like the main characters, and they're driving a car, and then they get ambushed, and the car flips off the road, and then the screen goes black for like 3-4 seconds. During those 3 to 4 seconds, she goes, "Wow, that was a serious flip." And like 3 or 4 times throughout the movie, I heard this lady say, "This is like a real movie. Like it feels like a
That's
movie."
your favorite line, Harry
I
Styles.
know, and I was like, "What is going on?"
Dude, that's awesome. What the flip? That's not even like a comment. It's just
Yeah,
saying what's happening. That's
yeah,
great. That's awesome.
like, oh, it
Did
was
you
awesome.
guys did you guys end up sitting there the whole time? Because if you moved, you kind of would have won. She kind of would have.
No, but honestly, I was like, this movie sucks so much that this lady's commentary
That's
is like, I don't mind it. And like, I
fair.
would say something, but then I was like, I'm not going to be the guy saying something in Shadow Force, especially because she gave me
Yeah,
a warning.
yeah,
I'd
that's
look
true.
insane.
That's
I
true.
didn't want to cause any problems. So I was like,
And
all right, fair enough.
that theater, at least in my opinion, if you're not sitting in one of those corner seats, you have a dreadful view of the screen.
I thought the
So
view
even
was
if
all
you
right. I
but
just,
in those like when you're in the middle
oh,
area,
yeah. Yeah,
I
it's bad.
find that it's not right. And so
Yeah.
like you even if you had to move to the other people or getting a worse
Yeah.
screening.
It was rough. But epilogue time.
Mm.
So after the movie, I'm using the bathroom. Rebecca's in the bathroom, and then
Um,
the lady that was sitting behind us, like, is using the bathroom as well. And she sees Rebecca. She's like, "Oh, what movie are you seeing?" Rebecca's like, "Oh, I just saw Shadow Force." She's like, "Me too." She's like, "Oh, you were the people sitting in front of us." And I was like, "Yep, that was us." And she's like, "Ah, I loved it. It was great." Blah blah blah. And then she says that she works in the film industry,
oh my
so she
god.
sees movies all the time.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
I was like, "No way." There's no
What?
way. There's no way.
Oh, she's a flip coordinator. That's wild.
Yeah. So I mean, this old lady could have just been lying, but
That's funny. That would
it's
be
also
pretty
like just hilarious that she's like, I work in the film industry, and the first thing she said when we walked in was, I'm talking through this whole movie.
funny. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Like, all right.
So much funnier though if she's just lying for fun.
Yeah. I
That
mean,
that
very
kind
real
of rocks.
possibility. But yeah, that's how I started my week. And then I watched the first Final Destination in
Oh,
preparation. So I wasn't gonna be able to watch all of them in time.
that's
So I
fair.
was like, I'll at least see the first one. That first one's kind of a stinky movie.
I I like it in the sense that it's like Final Destination, which I've come to really love as a franchise. But yeah, I think there's one that's like great, one that's or two that's good with the new one, and then the rest are.
Yeah, I mean it's not great. It's got like right. We're having technical difficulties, so Emmett cut out before, so now he can't rehab the conversation we just had.
Yeah, I feel like I'm doing a performance instead of talking. Okay.
Yeah, but I saw the first Final Destination, and I was like, this movie is bad, but also I was like, well, it's like at least shot like really well and competently. Like it's like you can tell they're on a real set, and it's got like they know what they're doing with lighting. I was like, this is crazy for like just a normal studio movie. They don't do this anymore.
That's true. Like all the Final Destinations, there's like a couple good ones. Most of them aren't very good, but like they're fun. Like I just have fun watching them. So but the fifth one, I think, genuinely great.
I rewatched Thunderbolts in theaters.
Oh, did you?
The biggest MCU hater that I know.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Brian.
Shout out,
man. He gave it 4.5.
That rocks.
He's like back in. He said he's back in on the superhero stuff for at least for this year with Superman and Fantastic Four. They look good. Doomsday, that's got some question marks next to it.
Doomsday's got a lot of question marks. Oh, so we'll just really quick because I didn't write it down for the news stuff. Did you see a guy snuck into the Doomsday set?
Yeah, I heard about that. I seen people post the video, but I'm like, I don't want to watch this because that's just gonna ruin it for me.
I won't. There's nothing crazy in it, but he just waltzes in. He just sneaks in, goes and gets a refreshment at the table. He's drinking it, then he's just walking around. And you like there is. I don't think it's major spoilers, but like you see set like it does give some stuff. It's crazy that this happened.
That's awesome, man. But yeah, and then that's it for movies this week. I mean, I did see obviously Final Destination Bloodlines, but
of course
I've been watching some TV. I watched The Rehearsal. I'm halfway through episode 3. So I'm not fully caught up yet. I didn't finish episode 3, but yeah, I saw him go baby mode. Everything else, man. What a great show. What a genius.
It really is. I showed my parents the first episode. I forced them to watch it, and they were like, "This is dumb."
You showed them the first episode of season 1 or season 2?
Season 1.
Okay.
They were like, they thought it was funny, but they were like, "This is dumb and weird." And I was like, "I mean, it is dumb and weird, but it's really smart at the same time." Door City.
Yeah, Door City. That's what it
kills me, man.
But yeah, I've also been watching the UK show Taskmaster. It's one of those British panel shows they have.
Is that
Jason Mantzoukas is on it? What?
Is that like Game Changer, The Dropout? Are they similar?
I'm unfamiliar with Game Changer.
Oh, okay.
It's like they get like a group of different comedians and stuff, and they have them do like stupid tasks.
Oh, okay.
For like points.
Sounds similar.
Yeah. But this season 19 they're on now. Jason Mantzoukas is in it.
Oh, that's awesome.
They've been uploading the full episodes on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Week. Yeah. So the first 3 episodes are out on YouTube. So I've been grinding the tape on that.
Oh, that rocks.
It's a fun time. I enjoy it. But yeah, that's basically all I've watched this week.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And so I guess we can jump into the news now.
Let's jump into it.
With your working mic.
Yeah, hopefully. Just a quick bit of aluminum screen news. Last week was a draft episode, of course.
So we can skip this, actually.
Just to run back let me pull up the voting to get the exact number.
A lot to a little.
I think I'm undefeated in the drafts.
Yeah, 2-0.
2-0. Yeah, out of 2 drafts, I went 2 undefeated. It's really
actually, I was actually before you read off that. Yeah, first one was biased, so we can throw that one out. But I've come up with a couple different ideas that I wanted to throw at you.
Okay.
On this for some future drafts. We can do drafts separately. I know we said this after the first draft. Yeah. Like we could do like separate draft stuff as well, but we also can keep some. So after you read out the results, I can throw out some ideas maybe for some future ones.
So there were 200 total votes.
Ooh, that's a lot of votes.
The right side got 53 votes.
Oh no!
26%.
Oh no! That's
And the
horrible.
left, mine of course got 147 votes.
Wait, I had how many votes? 26?
53, 26% of the votes.
I had 53. So I really had 52 because one of those was me.
Yeah, I really had 146 because one of them was me. So it's close.
Oh my god.
I was thinking for a second, is it subconsciously getting people to vote because mine's on the left and that's what you see first? So next time I'll swap. But I was also first round pick.
Yeah, I think whoever gets first round pick gets the glory of being on the left side.
Okay, that makes sense.
I think I'm gonna trust your Instagram following to be able to read both before voting.
Yeah, that's true. I really think it just comes down to me having more blockbusters.
It could be. I thought I had it, man. The people they don't care about Mission Impossible as much as I thought.
Yeah, I have a bad feeling we're gonna find that out in the box office next week.
Yeah. Once I got Superman and Mission Impossible, I was like, oh, we're set. No, we're not. I was feeling so good, man. Oh.
Anyway.
Yeah. But I've got some future ideas here that I wrote down in this past week. We could do a movie theater pet peeves draft.
Oh my god, that's great.
Different things in like talking in the theater, things like that.
Oh, that's good.
I also had a franchise draft. So you have to take 4 or 5 movies, but you can only take one movie per franchise.
Oh,
but you have to take the first one in the franchise. You have to get 1 through 5 of 5 different franchises.
I see what you're saying. That's fun.
And then superhero movie draft. Just draft different you got to draft a hero, a villain, supporting character, setting.
That's fun.
Like a gadget or weapon, maybe.
Ooh.
And I was like, you can only take one from each franchise. So like one thing from Iron Man. Like MC, you can do like 2 different characters in the MCU.
But one from the Iron Man franchise.
Yeah,
one from Captain.
Right.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. And then, we did Final Destinations today. It was a horror movie draft. You draft a killer, final girl, final survivor, whatever.
Hell yeah.
Death scene or kill scene, whatever, and a weapon.
I like that a lot. I like these all a lot.
So, that's good. The last one I have here is just a draft we could do of the funniest movies to replace the lead character with The Rock. Or Vin Diesel or whatever would be funniest.
That's great. That's good. Oh, these are good.
So
I have so many ideas for the Rock one, just off rip, just flowing through.
Like Hunger Games, but The Rock is Katniss. And like they're not allowed to address it in the movies. He just has to play it totally straight, like totally normal. He just is The Rock.
That's incredible.
So yeah, those were a couple ideas I had.
Those are fun.
Yeah, we can maybe work some in here
definitely.
soon.
Yeah, definitely. I like all those. And when there's like there's also the easy ones too that we those are unique and fun. And then there's also next year's movies when it's the end of this year. And
right.
I think we
could do for the Oscars this year as well.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say or a way too early Oscars. We do it now just off of this stuff at But I think whether it's a draft format or just kind of a talk, this is housekeeping. We don't have to talk about this part on air. But start of July, we should do a year recap and then kind of year looking forward kind of thing since we're halfway.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's that we don't have to. That's fun.
I just wanted to bring that up before I forgot.
Yeah, let us know which drafts you want to see, everybody.
Yeah. Leave a comment. Ooh, I'm boosting engagement.
Boom. Look at this guy go. He's a pro.
Yep. 15 episodes in. I'm a pro now.
That's true.
All right. I guess we can finally get to the news.
All right. Let's get to the news, baby. Oh, man. Where to begin? This is a fun one. We got our first look at The Paper releasing this September from the universe of The Office.
Now you say this is a fun one. I say this is an evil one.
This is a fun one because it's so insane. It's following the Dunder Mifflin documentary crew, not the people at Dunder Mifflin, but the documentary crew that recorded The Office. Now they're at a dying Midwestern newspaper, and Oscar is there. Somehow Oscar returned. Yeah, that's true. Domhnall Gleeson. I was shocked to see that he's starring.
Yeah.
Just doesn't seem like something he would do.
I'll probably watch it and I'll end up being like, it's actually pretty funny.
I know. That's how I'm like, this doesn't have to exist. It's insane that it says from the universe of The Office, as if that's like a expanded universe thing. Like it's the world. But
that to me just reads like a marketing thing where they're like, people like The Office and people like cinematic universes. So we'll just say it's the 100%. Same camera crew.
From the world of John Wick.
Yeah.
Ballerina.
From the world of John Wick, The Office.
The Office. But yeah, this is dumb and ridiculous, but like I really love The Office. My dad and I, like, we talk about The Office almost daily. Like it's something that we both watch forever. I think this could be a little fun. I hope.
Yeah. I mean, I'll probably watch the first episode or two and then maybe stop watching if it's not good.
It's inevitably going to be like, oh, here comes Dwight. He's in here for the day. Like, I very quickly. Kevin's here to visit Oscar.
Yeah, they're going to do a story on a man from Scranton who, like,
is
insane. It's just Dwight. But, yeah, that's not I don't know. It's not really much to say.
Yeah, there's not. It's just fun. Yeah. We also, we should wait to do the trailer stuff all in one.
Do the trailers at the end.
Some unfortunate delays for me personally. The Legend of Aang, The Last Airbender was pushed from January of next year to October. It was originally supposed to come out this fall, so it's now been delayed a full year. Okay. Someone working on it did come out and like talk about it a little bit, and it seems like it is going to be 2D animation with like a blend for the background. So that's cool. I think it'll be good. I just want to see it soon and not next year. And the sequel to Mutant Mayhem also got delayed to September 2027, which is brutal.
Well, also, I don't know if you have it on there. Didn't The Hunt for Gollum get delayed to December 2027?
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
They announced it's going to release in December of 2027.
That movie's not real.
So the end of 2 years from now. No, man, it's real.
It's
Andy
not
Serkis is going to be directing or something.
So that's going to come out at the same time as Avatar 4? I think that's slated for December 2027?
Apparently.
That's kind of interesting.
Who will win the box office? Avatar 4 or The Hunt for Gollum?
I wonder.
But yeah, that's
2027. I mean, I know, we're 2 years out. Shaping up to be quite a year.
Yeah. But also this year, speaking of exciting, HBO Max is back.
HBO Max, somehow HBO Max has returned.
Yeah. They changed from HBO Go to HBO Plus to HBO Go to HBO Max to Max back to HBO Max. And apparently they were HBO Max because there was like one executive who was like, drop the HBO, it's cleaner. And then they're like, no, that's bad for like a million reasons. And they're like, nah, just do it. And then they did it and everyone's like, this sucks. And now they're changing it back.
They changed it 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That's I thought it was like a year maybe. Like in my head it's still new that was a thing.
I think it feels new because they've changed like the logo for Max like 3 times.
Yeah.
Like it was like purple still, and then they changed it to have the A in Max as like what the O in HBO Max was. Like it had the little like thing in the middle. And then they changed it to blue for like half a year. And then
very
just before they changed it to black and white, and now they're changing it to HBO Max again.
They know what they're doing over there, and I've always said that, and they're nailing it.
I think for this amazing piece of business, David Zaslav should make $50 million more.
It's true. The fact he's only making 53 this year is just ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, it's absurd.
I will say on this, props to the social media people at Max. Their Twitter, they were really funny on the day it got announced. I got credit where credit's due on that one.
They kept posting like different clips from HBO shows.
Yeah, I can't think of a single one now off the top of my head.
I know the one
trust
of
me, it was funny.
or I think it's Idris Elba, and I think it's from The Wire, where he's like, "I want you to put the word out that or back up or whatever."
Yeah. That's so good.
Yeah, I like the videos they released of James Gunn and John Cena filming a
Oh,
promo
yeah.
for Peacemaker season 2, and they're like, "So," she's like, "I'm just gonna say HBO Max because as of tomorrow, that's what it's gonna be called, right?"
And the
they're like, "What?"
people filming didn't know, but John Cena did, which
James Gunn didn't know, but John Cena did. I don't know
yeah,
how that worked.
James Gunn's was really funny too. He's like, "Oh, we're going back. That's good."
Yeah. But yeah.
That's so funny, man. They're killing it over there.
Oh yeah.
Do we?
Oh, speaking of killing, hang on.
How does he do it? How does he do it?
Speaking of killing, lots of kids will be killing each other in the new Hunger Games movie.
Who are those kids?
Sunrise on the Reaping. Well, we found out about who some of those kids are. We know Ben Wang is going to be playing District 12 tribute Wyatt Callow. We also found out who's going to be filling in the gap between Tom Blythe and Donald Sutherland as President Snow. That's going to be Ray Fiennes.
Rumored
Voldemort
for a little
himself.
while. Rumored for a bit now.
Confirmed.
So happy to see it confirmed.
Yeah. I mean, this cast is nuts. And then also Lily Taylor as Mags. I'm not super familiar with Lily Taylor, but apparently she was in The Maze Runner. So she has my respect. And Maya Hawke, this is the big one. Hawke is in this too. I messed it up. I realized it because earlier I made a great joke about Hawk 2 in this, and then I messed it up now. The lights were too bright. But she's going to be playing Wyrus in this. So, yeah. The cast is stacked, and now they added Hawk 2. That's what I was
there it
supposed
is.
to say.
There we go.
That's what I was supposed to say, and I messed it up.
The cast for this movie, though, is really insane. I'm excited for this. I think it's really funny how jacked Ray Fiennes is right now to play President Snow, seemingly, or he's just doing that for fun.
Well, he was jacked because he filmed, I think it was called like The Return. It was like an Odyssey movie that came out last year.
But I'm assuming he like a picture of him like 2 days ago had him with like more jacked than ever.
Yeah, I think he got jacked for that, and now I guess he's just like staying jacked.
That's fair.
All right. Little bit of a pivot here. There's a thing in Hollywood. People are not allowed to age anymore. They've got to be jacked till they die.
Oh, that just reminded me of something about Hurry Up Tomorrow. Hate to go back to it. The Weeknd's veneers are some of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. They are
bad.
Nothing but no. I don't even know if I don't know. Maybe offense taken here, but they are so bad. Oh, distracting. Sorry.
I've seen the clip online of him being like, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah, I'm taking a call.
Yeah,
I'm on tour.
Yeah, no, but like veneers and everything, like
veneers are killing me.
Let people have normal teeth.
Yeah, veneers are
people,
really.
I don't know. Let people look like people, I guess.
Yeah, it's so.
Like we don't need 65-year-old men to be having like 8-packs.
Yeah.
And like play a role.
And why do we want everyone to look the same all the time? Like even the one like the one person who had not normal necessarily, but like their natural teeth got like bullied on SNL and had to like get a public apology.
Oh yeah. Amy Lou
like, what
shout
are we doing? What is going on?
Yeah. But what are you gonna do, I guess?
Yeah, it's true. All right. On to the biggest stuff. We got a couple trailers. Some of these we can. Superman's a big one. We'll build. Actually, before that, Jessica Jones is returning to the MCU in Daredevil season 2.
Yeah.
Have you seen any Defenders or just? That's what I thought so, but I wanted to make sure. She's cool. This will be cool. I'm glad that seemingly Daredevil's army isn't just cops that he found on the street. Like we are actually we're getting some old characters back. I'm excited.
I'll say this about Jessica Jones. Her card in Marvel Snap was pretty good when I played that.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's fair.
You'd put it down and then you get 4 points and then it would double to 8 after one turn if you didn't play a card there.
Yeah. That is a good card. That's
so
good.
Shout out.
Yeah. That's so true. The upfronts were last week. I don't know how this just missed me completely that this is a thing that happens every year.
What is that?
So it's like a TV thing. It's Disney was there, Amazon was there. It's why we got some news and teasers from like upcoming TV shows. But I don't know how I've just never heard of it before.
Yeah.
Literally the morning it happened is the first time I'd ever heard anyone talk about it. And I felt so out of the loop.
You're telling me now for the first time.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't know that.
So Prime Upfront gave us a little teaser for Fallout Season 2. Just a quick little look of Lucy and the Ghoul walking, and you see New Vegas in the distance. Comes out December of this year with Season 3 already greenlit. So hopefully they might even be able to get that out for next year at this rate.
Yeah.
We talked about this.
New Vegas this year.
Yeah. We talked about this a little bit before recording that we just both loved that first season. And I'm really excited for this. It's that first season really blew me away, and I played New Vegas right after it, and I'm really excited to see what they do with this one.
The Gogster. What a year for him.
Dude, he is so good. He's so good.
It's awesome, man. Yeah, I'm excited for season 2. Also excited that it already is renewed for season 3. I don't have to watch it and worry about, are enough people watching this? Are they going to give it season 3? I do hope that they do like a week by week release.
I was going to say
don't
they
dump
haven't
it all again.
They haven't confirmed it, but they, based on like their past shows they do, they normally dump season 1, and then for season 2 they'll do like a 3-episode drop and then weekly. So hopefully that's what they do here.
Skip that step. Just do one at a time, man.
Oh well, yeah. Hopefully
it's way better for everything.
That would be best case scenario. I don't mind a 3-episode drop, but I prefer just normal weekly. Yeah. But I'd rather have that than all at once because it really makes it hard to keep up.
Fair enough.
And Prime Upfront also gave us our first look at the Spider Noir show. You see the leaked trailer?
No.
Really?
I've seen some stills of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the stills were officially released.
No.
There was one picture officially released. And then, this is so ridiculous. And Amazon Prime, what are we talking? So the whole upfront, they live streamed their whole upfront. And the trailer was during the live stream. And they said, don't record it. But then it's just live. It's a thing. It's out in the world after you do that. So then everyone made videos about it, and they started copyright striking anyone who made a video they put out. So thanks a lot, Amazon Prime, for that one. Anyway, yeah, it's like a quick 30-second thing. You see some shots of Nick Cage. It looks really good. Like, I'm really excited for this. They're doing both black and white and color releases.
Oh,
but the
that's fun.
Black and white looks really good. It does look kind of fan filmy at some points, which is like have to be expected. I don't know, but I'm really looking forward to this one. It comes out next year on MGM Plus and Prime Video the next day, I think.
MGM Plus is so weird because that like Amazon owns MGM. I don't know why they're separate. Just combine them. They did this for Challengers too, and Challengers went to streaming. It was on MGM Plus first, and nobody watched it until it went on Prime.
Yeah, so I think what they're doing for Noir is MGM release, and then the next day it goes up on Prime, which is super annoying because I'm going to have to get MGM to watch the day of, because of course I'm going to do that. But it looks cool. It seems like they're shying away from calling him Spider-Man and Peter Parker because it's rated R, so they're trying to separate. So he's going to be Ben Reilly as Spider Noir, and it's picking up with him as a retired superhero who's now a private investigator. And they need a hero, and all the Spider-Man stuff will hopefully come. I'm hoping it's not like, last 5 minutes of the last episode, he puts on the Spider-Man Noir suit, and that's the only time we ever see him.
Yeah, that'd be silly, man. But it wouldn't shock me.
No, unfortunately, it wouldn't. That is not the only Marvel trailer we got. This trailer, the biggest trailer of that day, for sure.
The Ironheart trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I cut out?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, damn it.
That's all right. We can keep rolling.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, how do you feel about the Ironheart trailer?
Okay. Honestly, I didn't watch it because I was like, I'm probably going to end up watching Ironheart anyway. So I might as well like get the most surprises out of it as I can. So I feel like that would make me enjoy it more when I'm watching it for the first time.
Super fair.
But I know that it's like kind of has a crazy cast. Like Alden Ehrenreich is in it. Yeah. I don't know what he's playing. Anthony Ramos is in it. Yeah. I think he's the Hood, right?
He is the Hood, and it's kind of That's like one of the things I'm most interested in the show. The Hood being there and the magic versus tech stuff, I think is pretty cool.
And I know Mephisto is supposed to be in this one, right? With Sacha Baron
Heavily,
Cohen.
heavily rumored. It seems like mixed kind of things on if he's Mephisto, or I don't want to spoil what else he could be. I don't know if that many people care that
you
much
can fire
about.
It off. I don't think anybody would care.
Rumor has it he's either Mephisto or Dormammu from the first Doctor Strange, or none of the above. It definitely seems like a show that's like the old Marvel, like, oh, we're going to name drop this character in the first 2 episodes and then give you a tease in episode 3 and then reveal him in episode 6. And it's not going to be who you think it is. And everyone's going to get all right about it. So
we'll see.
Definitely. I will say I like the suit. I like the new Ironheart suit. And I think it's cool how it's a very mechanical vibe. It's all practical except the flying stuff. And you really see her like put the suit on and it's not nanotech. I think that's all good. And the show looks good visually. Yeah. It's just very much, this was made in 2022. Marvel doesn't really care about it. Kevin Feige, this is one of the ones he kind of just had to make, and it's just been sitting there for a while. But hopefully it's good.
Yeah, and all the marketing has just been Ryan Coogler produced.
Yeah, which is awesome. The first teaser opens up with Ryan Coogler talking about X-Men comics, which is awesome. Yeah. And then it's like, I love the X-Men, but today we're talking about Ironheart. Come on. People are being super normal.
To do one take to do promo for this show. So.
People are being super normal about it. Everyone's about Ironheart, luckily.
Yeah. There's been no racism or anything else going on.
Yeah, no, not at all. Why would there be?
Yeah.
On to the big trailer of the week.
Mm-hmm.
The first official trailer. What's the point of the teaser official thing? It's ridiculous. But the first official trailer for James Gunn's Superman. How we feeling?
I'm so excited, man. I watched this like 25 times. It's so good.
It is. It really is.
I can't wait. I need it to be July 11th already.
July 8th, you mean?
Oh, yeah, July 8th.
Hell yeah.
Be seeing it early for sure.
That's 100%. I am going there. If I have to pay somebody for their ticket and give them like $1 million there's no way.
It might have to happen, but yeah, I'm so in.
Yeah, this trailer looks great. We get some story stuff, more plot details. Superman stopped a war from happening, and people are mad because is it Superman's place to fly into a different country illegally? Stop a war, but he's Superman and he doesn't want people to die. Love that. David Cornsweet saying people are gonna die in that interview with Lois Lane. That's just like perfect, man. It's so good. It is.
I'm like, I mean, I don't know what there is to say that hasn't been said about it already.
Yeah,
I'm just so excited for this movie.
100%.
Apparently, your Instagram followers are not, so that's fine.
Yeah, that's true.
But whatever.
They hate it, they all said.
Apparently. They're like, we'll be watching Fantastic Four instead.
Yeah.
And How to Train Your Dragon reruns.
There really isn't a lot to be said about this movie that hasn't been said. It's awesome. Yeah. I don't love the colors. I know that's been a big discourse thing online.
Yeah.
I'm personally not a fan of it, and I like. If you asked me before that first teaser came out if I was more excited Superman or Fantastic Four, I would have said Superman. But then when the Fantastic Four trailer came out, I swapped to Fantastic Four. And I didn't like think too much of it, but I think it's because I don't love the way the movie looks, which I don't like saying.
I disagree. I kind of like the color grading. I think just because it kind of accentuates the like blue and yellow and red. And I feel like it makes, like, when he's standing in a crowd, it makes his suit kind of stand out.
I feel like the opposite.
Really?
I just feel like it makes everything blue. So he's just kind of there. And the suit, I think it looks better in, like, the BTS stuff. And, like, I don't love the suit, to be fair, first of all. Now I sound so negative. I'm very excited for this. I love this. Well, never mind. I'll talk about that another time. But the whole thing just looks like you're kind of watching it through water, and it doesn't work for me personally. I like the lenses and I like how the camera's moving, like all the cinematography, all that stuff. I'm totally like, I love that. It's just the colors don't do it for me personally.
Yeah, I think it kind of looks similar to All-Star Superman, the comic book, the only Superman comic book I've read. So I'm kind of a fraud, but and I haven't finished it, but I started it.
Hell yeah.
Here somewhere. Oh, it's down there. But it's I don't know. I feel like the colors in it are kind of similar to how the coloring looks on the pages of the book. So
fair.
And he's talked a lot about how the book is kind of inspired. So I wonder if that's kind of why they colored it that way.
That's interesting.
Just because, if that's like the main source material that they're pulling from, and he wanted to like evoke that as much as possible. But I've got to say this, in the trailers, they haven't shown nearly enough Beck Bennett for my liking.
That's
He's only been in the background, man. I got to see more of him.
Yeah, only
more of that beautiful stash.
Look.
It was great though, because he was in, I think, a background shot or something, and of course I forced Rebecca to watch it. I was like, you gotta look, this trailer's awesome, you gotta see it, even though we'll see it like a million times in the movie theaters. And then he popped up like in the back. She's like, is that the guy from SNL? It's like, yeah, Beck Bennett is here.
I am very excited to see his Steve Lombard. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh.
We haven't gotten a lot of like Jimmy Olsen either, just the Daily Planet stuff. We've gotten shots and like little bits, but
we got a new shot now of him, like, I don't know, half spanking Clark while he does a little jig or something.
I like that bit a lot. It's like, oh, these dudes being dudes, they're friends.
Yeah.
We don't really get that a lot.
Yeah, I'm excited to see more of. I mean, this sounds so stupid to say for the Superman movie, where I'm like, ugh. Like, obviously I'm excited to see Superman and Clark Kent and all that, those dynamics, blah, blah, blah. And like Lex Luthor and Lois Lane and whatever. But I think it'll be fun to see like these side characters that like you don't really get to see that often in live action.
Both the Superman, like Superman side characters like Steve and like all the Daily Planet guys, and then you also have like Hawkgirl, Green Lantern. Yeah, Green Lantern, Mr. Terrific, and a Hawk too.
Heck yeah.
And
and it's Guy Gardner, Green Lantern. It's not like the two that most people know. Yeah,
and I think he's really fun. You only see him for very little bits, but I love him swatting it's cool. It's really fun. I'm a big fan of Mr. Terrific in his sitting flying chair thing, just hanging out there.
Yeah. Do you know in X-Men First Class, the character he played, they killed the one X-Men that can't die?
No, I didn't know that. Yeah. I've
never. Fun fact.
You're telling me this for the first time.
But yeah, I mean, obviously excited for this movie. We have like not that much time now. It's less than 2 months away, which is kind of crazy.
Close.
But like, I feel like the marketing for this is really going to ramp up in the next month or so. So I feel like that's probably when there'll be more Superman conversation to have.
Definitely. From this point on, it's going to be a hectic couple months with all the stuff they're going to throw at us.
But I'm excited.
Me too. I hope that I'm wrong about the colors. I hope it's just like I see just something I don't even think of, because I hate sounding negative about this. Like a larger than life movie, and I'm so excited for it. That's my one like even close to negative thing I have to say.
Yeah. But I will say there was a toy or something that got leaked online or something, and there's a green baby spotted.
Yeah.
In the,
Baby Joey.
Who is that?
Do you want to know?
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it. It's potential. I mean, it's a minor spoiler. It's not anything major.
No, don't tell me. Okay, I'll find out who Baby Joey is on July 8th.
Did you see my tweet where I said crypto jockey? With the baby and crypto? It's so good. It's it's the proudest I've ever been of a tweet. I was like, this is gonna blow up, and it got like 6 likes. But
that's kind of blowing up on Twitter
because Baby Joey is above crypto in the picture, so it looks like.
Yeah, they should post a picture of that and just steal your tweet for marketing. It would do numbers.
My God, they should. They really should.
But toys have been spoiling a lot. There was a toy of Franklin Richards.
Yes, a Funko.
Yeah, Funko Pop. That's what it was.
Which isn't like a major
Right, but it does just tell you that it's just the one because there was no Valeria Richards.
Yeah, well, were people thinking that they were going to do twins?
Do twins? I mean, they could have done twins, or maybe
time skip. She's pregnant again, kind of.
Or that's her pregnant with Valeria, and they already had.
I see what. Yeah, that's true. I think they gotta wait until Doom is like a real guy and not just like a big
Robert Downey Jr.
Like, yeah, they gotta wait until they get a real Doom, like actually their Doom, before they do Valeria. I think.
Unless Doom is a cloud again.
Unless Doom is a cloud. Oh my god, I meant to text you this the other day. I know how Fantastic Four is gonna end.
How?
Do you want me to tell you?
You don't actually know, or this is just?
I'm really confident. It's not like a leak or anything, obviously.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm just really confident, and I'm sure a million people have said it because it's not that original. It just hit me the other day, and I was like, "This is how Fantastic Four ends and Doomsday starts." It's like a 2-in-1.
Yeah.
So Galactus is gonna be like. I'm sure a million people have said this, by the way, before. Everyone's like, "This guy thinks he came up with this." I'm not saying I'm like the mastermind behind this idea.
This is an original thought that you came up
yeah, exactly. So Fantastic Four, right? The movie's ending. Galactus eats the planet, and then they escape to the MCU, which we kind of know.
Right.
So that happens, but that's what the Fantastic Four think happens. What really happens is Galactus is like seconds away from destroying the planet, and RDJ's Doctor Doom somehow saves the planet and like takes Galactus down. And that's either the post-credit scene of Fantastic Four or the start of Doomsday. It picks up in that universe with Doctor Doom like either, taking control of Galactus or something, or just defeating him. And then he's like, those Fantastic Four fuckers, they just ditched us and left the planet, and then like, boom, super original. I'm sure.
I can see that. And then if they have him like defeat Galactus too, that also shows like how kind of
exactly. That's why I think it's a good opening for Doomsday.
I could see that. What do you think about the people that say that it's not the Fantastic Four ship? Because in the Thunderbolts or New Avengers post-credit scene, it has 4 things, and then this. That could just be an error on the Russo brothers' part, to be honest.
They would never. It could be, or it could be a new ship. Or I've said a couple times that I don't necessarily think they're all in that ship.
Yeah.
And they got split up or something happened, so maybe there's 2 ships. But yeah, it is an interesting point. And I feel like the post-credit scene of Fantastic Four, if they want to start Doomsday with Doom like fighting Galactus, because that's like a big, it shows how strong he is. It's cool to see. But like you just kind of get like the post-credit scene, and it's like a Thanos, fine, I'll do it myself thing. But it's literally that with Doom like picking up whatever he has, his gauntlet, not Infinity Gauntlet, just his like
his Doom gauntlet.
Just Doom, yeah. And then like, I feel like it's
him putting the mask on.
Yeah, exactly. He puts the mask on. Literally something like that. And then the whole world's like, yo, let's go Doom. I can't believe those Fantastic Four guys left us. And I kind of hope this happens because then that universe is still around. And I don't want to lose it. I think it's better than the one we have.
Yeah.
I want everyone to go to that one, actually.
That'd be fun. Everyone go to a stylized world.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah. That's another thing. Oh, no. I sound like such a Superman hater. I wish Metropolis looked more Metropolis-y.
You don't like that it looks like Cleveland? With like 3 more buildings?
Yeah, I was gonna say there's like Luther Corp is cool, the Daily Planet, like I like that stuff. I just like I like Matt Reeves' Gotham is so Gotham, and I kind of was just hoping for more of that.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Finish that thought.
I was just hoping for more of that, kind of like what you see in like crazy example, but the League of Super Pets movie, Metropolis. No, I'll just stick to Fantastic Four. Kind of just what you see in Fantastic Four with the retro. I wish James Gunn's Superman was more like DC's League of Super Pets.
Yeah. That's a crazy pull. But speaking of Matt Reeves' Gotham, you put out a tweet as a joke because there was the news story.
Have you seen how many people have been talking about that unironically?
No, Emmett, I'm those people.
Are you really?
I have to. you have to be delusional in order to have hope, Emmett.
I'm down.
Where there's delusion, there's hope.
I'm down.
I've deluded myself into being like, that is obviously an Easter egg. It's obviously talking about the floods in Gotham at the end of the Batman. And that's why they haven't been able to start shooting the Batman 2, because it would give away that it's the same universe, and they want that to be a big reveal.
I do think, part of me does think that like the coolest post-credit scene of all time would be Robert Pattinson showing up just for a second. Like that would, and they keep saying that it's not the same universe, and I do believe them. I don't think they're lying. I don't think they're lying, but if they did want a big reveal, I mean, you'd lie about it, and that would be the coolest thing ever. That would be like the best post-credit scene since
Henry Cavill and Black Adam.
Exactly. And I do think James Gunn's currently writing a script for a movie, and it's like a secret movie, and speculating.
World's finest.
It's got to be World's Finest. It's 100% World's Finest. And
Let's
if it was Robert Pattinson and David, like that would be incredible.
Yeah. Also, apparently James Gunn is struggling to find a Wonder Woman actress, because he's got to find a lady taller than 6'5". Because he responded to a thread that was like, I think Superman should always be taller than Batman, and Wonder Woman should always be taller than Superman. And then someone said thoughts and tagged James Gunn on Threads, and he said, "Oh, I don't remember exactly what he said, but he was like, oh, it's making my job hard." Something like that.
I like, a lot of people want like Alan Richardson for Batman, and I do think he'd be a good Batman, but he's so much bigger than David Cornsweet.
And we've already got Batman.
Of course. I like the idea. I thought it was funny when I saw the flood thing in the trailer, and I thought it was funny. People are really taking that idea now. But I also, not the idea of me tweeting it. I mean, like, people aren't stealing that.
Yeah.
I just mean people also saw that and are running with it now, unironically. But there is a shot in the trailer of like a flood. So I think it's just referring to the movie. No. Fake news.
Yeah, you're fake news, man. You're lying. Don't say that.
So true.
But anyway, before we, I guess, shift to Final Destination Bloodlines, we can. I just have the biggest news story of the week here. Yeah. I don't know if you're aware of this, actually. Ooh. This happened kind of recently. I think within the last day. It's happened again, Emmett. They've done it again. Daisy Edgar Jones and Paul Mescal post a picture together from Cannes.
I did not hear about this.
Yeah, they did it again, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's actually Daisy Edgar Jones.
Jean Grey.
Possible Jean Grey. I didn't write any of that stuff down, but we probably should have.
It's all right. They saw it on your TikTok.
Yeah. Oh, God. The comments on that one have been. I had actual like full-blown Nazis in the comments, like with the little SS and everything.
Oh, God.
Like, they were straight up saying, "Hey." Anyway, not the point. But yeah, real quick, rumored X-Men cast: Daisy Edgar Jones, Jean Grey, Coleman Domingo, Professor X being eyed again. And this is all rumors. None of this happens. I liked your comment where you were like, "This is all real."
Yeah.
People were replying, "No, it's not."
I said, "Wow, these are all real."
Supposedly looking at Denzel Washington to play Magneto. That's not.
He's in Black Panther 3, though.
What was the name yesterday? Actually, a name came up for Magneto yesterday that Daniel Day-Lewis, I think.
Yes, Daniel Day-Lewis is apparently being rumored now,
and
that'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool. I just don't. Denzel Washington's not 6 X-Men movies. That's just not happening. I actually have it written down right here. Patrick Schwarzenegger, Cyclops, Trinity, Jolie Bliss, Jubilee.
Oh, and the one that you haven't. There's another one you haven't mentioned. Playing Beast, star of Game Night, Jesse Plemons.
Nice. Him, Margaret Qualley, Julia Butters. I wasn't going to mention those because.
I brought it up just to get the Game Night in.
And I didn't want you to get the Game Night connection.
That's 15 in a row.
That is pretty good. Respect. It's going to hurt so bad if you forget one.
Oh, yeah. It'll be more devastating than finding out I only had 53 votes. In a draft, at the end of it, I thought I was going to win. That I got a quarter of the votes.
Over a quarter, 26%.
Yeah.
Give yourself some credit.
Speaking of coins, quarters, dimes, nickels, pennies, let's get to Final Destination Bloodlines.
How does he do it?
Oh, man.
That's good. That's good.
But I had a good time with this one.
Yeah, let me read the synopsis real quick.
Read that synopsis, boy.
In case someone's never heard of Final Destination before. Plagued by a violent recurring nightmare, college student Stephanie heads home to track down the one person who might be able to break the cycle and save her family from the grisly demise that inevitably awaits them all.
What a fun time, man.
It is a fun time. What did you give it?
I gave it 3.5.
I also gave it 3.5. I really enjoyed this.
Yeah.
I had a really good time with it.
A lot of it, I was like, this is so stupid.
Yeah.
I'm laughing. I'm going, I'm watching through my eyes. It was great. And oh my gosh, the lady sitting next to us, funniest person I've ever sat next to in a movie, man. But I don't think she was doing it on purpose. Like, she would just be like, oh my God, the penny. when the kid
it's
threw
the same lady from Shadow Strays. Yeah,
and then there was like, oh my gosh, there's a moment towards the end. Spoiler alert for Final Destination.
We'll go right into spoilers for this one.
And it's when it's revealed that the kid from the beginning is Tony Todd characters. Tony Todd's character. Yeah. And
called that, by the way.
Yeah, well, so did this lady in the theater 2 rows back. Right when it's revealed, he's like, she saved my life or whatever. And then 2 rows back, you hear, I told you.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it was a fun time, man.
This was a really great theater experience. No one was weird or annoying or anything. It was just people going, and yelling and go, no. Like it's this is the first one I've seen in a theater, obviously. So it was really fun. I really enjoyed my time with it.
What do you think was the worst kill to sit through? The hardest watch?
Ooh, the hardest watch.
Gruesome.
When you said worst, I immediately to the mother towards the end who just gets kind of crushed. But that's worse than just like it's not really.
Yeah,
I think the garbage truck was pretty brutal. The MRI was brutal as well.
Yeah. To me, the lawnmower was the worst one.
Man. Oh,
that
really?
was the one where I was like, oh, because I was like, I don't know, because that's like real. That could happen. I'm not going to wander into an MRI machine or a garbage truck. Like, that's not going to happen.
I really like that scene. The whole setup of it where you know someone's going to die and it's like going all these things and the glass and the grill. It's just that was the trailer. The first trailer was the lawnmower. So I was like, but it was still a great.
Oh, I hadn't seen the trailer, so I had no idea.
Lucky! I would have loved to.
The only trailer I saw, and it ended up not being a spoiler. It actually ended up making it even better. Was when the best character in the movie, Eric, when he's in the tattoo shop, and they kind of cut some details out of it, but it's like him getting like pulled up by the ceiling fan and it starts getting on fire and stuff. And it was like that part, and then it like cut away, obviously. And I was like, oh dang, so I guess I know how that guy's gonna die. And then it showed that, and then he wasn't dead. And I was like, whoa.
That was a really, really great sequence. And really like fun reveal afterwards. And it's one of the only like we all think he's dead, and then you see him and it's like, oh, like what's going on? Like they're playing with the Final Destination world and the lore a little bit. And also love that because based on the lore and the logic, that just happened to him. That wasn't like the Final Destination stuff. All of that stuff just so happened to happen. Like he started the fire, he got caught on the nose ring, he almost died. That was just meant to, like, that wasn't death at all. That was just.
I think though that his character Eric and also the character Bobby, they were the two. They like carried the movie, and once they died, I kind of was like I did not care about Stephanie her brother or mom.
Yeah, and even outside of just their like presence leaving the movie, I just think the movie generally went downhill after that hospital sequence. It got pretty rushed, and apparently it was a lot of reshoots that ended. Like in one of the early trailers, you see the mom was supposed to die in the revolving door in the hospital. It looked like
I did see that got
it seems like it got reshot pretty heavily towards the end. Rumor has it they were also supposed to live at the end and become the through lines for future movies, but did not happen.
I'm glad they didn't do that. I will say when that train started like going through the town, I was like, what are we doing? And then they just died and it ended, and I was like, all right, that's kind of funny.
It's kind of funny.
That's kind of good.
And I really like the start of the credits where you see that penny rolling, and then it's like in memory of Tony Todd, like it's showing the character died, but I don't think anyone wants to see like a brutal death sequence for him. It's just a really kind of beautiful tribute to just I'm gonna
his whole speech was
I'm gonna
great.
tear up. I cried at a Final Destination movie. His speech was genuinely so beautiful, and it a couple days ago the director said that a lot of it was just kind of, they knew Tony Todd was sick and they kind of just told him to say what he wants to say to the fans, and it was him kind of just talking to the people that supported. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. No. And it was just a beautiful, for that to be his final scene in a movie is just, oh my God, beautiful.
Yeah.
Back to the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Opening of this movie might be one of my favorite openings of any of the Final Destinations. The whole Skyview Tower thing is so much fun.
Yeah. Oh.
So
the dance floor and then the man.
It is rough. It's so the piano crushing that little shit. And just it really just cool reveal back to William Bloodworth's character that like people have been theorizing about him. He's in a couple of the movies and he knows so much about death and all this stuff. A lot of really popular theory was that he is death, and like that was a thing for a while. Glad that wasn't a thing, because I think that's kind of silly. But the idea that he was like in the earliest Final Destination premonition thing, and he connected to this character that we just met, and that's how he found out about all this stuff and why he wasn't afraid of death, and he knew it was coming for him. I just think all that stuff is really cool, and it's a really great way to kind of put this movie into the franchise and connect it back without being too silly about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it was great. And I keep going back to Eric because that's my
he was great. Guy. Oh
yeah, he was in I knew him from the show The 100 is a CW show. Like,
I've heard of that
a while ago, and he was like a little shit in that one too. But so this guy's really good at playing like, and he's just an annoying guy, I guess. But he was so good in this one.
The reveal of why he didn't die, and he's like, "Is that why you wanted to play catch with me?" My theater lost it. That is so really funny. Good, and he's also like, him and Bobby's relationship is like kind of the heart of the movie. Like it's just really wholesome. They have this really great like brotherly dynamic, and you end up caring more about them than anyone else in the movie.
Yeah, like once they died, I was like, I don't care about these people that are left. Like wrap it up.
Yeah, exactly. And they wrapped it up pretty quickly.
Yeah, they did.
The third act was a little
not great, but
a little not great. It was just
if you turn this movie off, like right after the MRI sequence, it's great.
Yeah,
no,
it really. I can't think of anything that.
I mean, it was also so funny, like how everybody was just like, "Stephanie, you're crazy."
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's one of my favorite parts of any of the Final Destination movies is just like how long it takes everyone to come around on this idea. Yeah. Everyone hears it at first and they're like, "You idiot, that's crazy," and then 3 people die and they all slowly kind of crawl back, and I love that.
And I love that. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go. I was gonna sidetrack.
I love that they see the dad like trip over like step on glass, trip over a rake, and then fall on the ground, and the lawnmower
magically turns on.
Yeah. And they're like, and then she's like, all right, death is coming for us, and it's gonna get us in like all weird ways. Like, here's the order, and they're like, "You idiot! That's not gonna happen. That just happened to our dad. Like, how dare you like do this?"
Yeah,
and only Bobby's kind of like, "Whoa."
Yeah, he's kind of on board right away.
Yeah,
this is a thing that bothers me in every Final. Not like genuinely bothers me. It's just funny. This world, they know this happens. Like, this is a thing. People every time they find out about it, they Google it, and it's like, "Oh, Flight 180." Like everyone knows that this has happened multiple times, and they're not like, oh, I guess it's our turn. Like this is a thing that happens in this world. People know about it. Look it up.
Oh, it's really funny though.
It really is. And I really love Iris, the grandmother. Just like the whole opening, I think is like the highlight of the movie. Everything in the tower, and then her in the cabin is super interesting, and it's kind of a dynamic I've always from these movies. I keep cutting out where you get someone who knows what's going on, and they're like actively combating it. So like Death is trying to like burn the flower pot and start this fire that would kill her, and she just stops it, and she's like, "Oh, I know it's you," and just like throws something at it. And I think it's really cool that she like sacrifices herself to prove to Stephanie that this is a real thing. Not that it did him any good, but still.
I just also got to say, that doctor at the end, what an ass.
Well, yeah, really.
Oh, I heard you're something of a lifesaver, huh? She's like, yeah, he brought me back from the dead. Well, actually, you didn't die.
He barely did anything, quite frankly. Like, let him
you
have
were just
that.
Unconscious.
Yeah, that is a fun reveal, and I like how, assuming that this is what this means, during the credits you see a newspaper that says that the two of them died, the two main characters, because some people think that's like a premonition, and the next movie will be picking up from that. I don't think that's the case, but you see a newspaper and it's like these two died, and I love that all of that happened and no one else got hurt. Seemingly, like the train hit all those houses, all of that, and it just got to those two. So funny.
Yeah, but I don't really have too much else to say. I mean, it was just like a fun, like 2 hours, just under 2 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't really feel that bad because the whole time you're kind of just like, oh no, what's going on? Like it's just it's the whole Final Destination thing of, oh no, someone's gonna die.
And I love how they play with that, especially in the lawnmower bit, like the trampoline with the rake, and Darlene's like, "Oh, look, let me get this rake out from under you." And like it's really cool how they're messing with everybody that's watching.
Yeah, it was good. I had a fun time. My expectations were pretty low after not really liking the first one that much. I mean, I still rated the first one 3 stars because
I think that's higher than I have it at.
Really?
Honest,
I was between 2.5 or 3, and then I was like, well, I thought that it was really like good looking, so I gave it 3.
I give it a 2, but I think that's harsh. I think I got to rewatch it because
it really is not good. Like I don't think anybody in that is like, I don't know, but I'll probably end up seeing the rest of them eventually.
You should do 3 and 5. I think they're fun. 4 is dreadful. 4 is really bad, and it's like
I feel
CG.
like that could be so fun though.
No, but like, it is fun. It's definitely fun. Don't get me wrong. But like CG, I guess they just got access to CG over at Final Destination, and so they're doing everything with this ridiculous CG while also making it 3D. So it's just it's interesting. It's an interesting.
They missed out on doing Final Destination 3D.
Right? They did?
That's what everyone was doing back then.
Yeah, Jaws, Saw.
Step Up 3D.
Saw 3D is so funny. I want to see this guy get brutally tortured right in front.
That's another. I like don't really like horror movies that much. So there's like so many of these franchises it's not that I don't like them. It's just for so long I was like, nah, that's too scary. I'm not gonna watch it.
That's how I always was. And then my girlfriend got me into horror movies ago, and now I'm all in.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know, because I would never be home and be like, it's like 10:30. Let me put on a horror movie.
Yeah, same. But I've become that guy.
Yeah, but I had a fun time with Final Destinations. I probably would enjoy Saw as well.
Yeah, I don't love the Saw.
No,
I've seen most of them now. I don't. It's a little. I don't enjoy them very much.
Okay.
Same like Terrifier. I also don't like. I just think they're bad movies, but I think they're fun. But the first Terrifier is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
I'm throwing that around a lot today, but it's brutal. The second one's fun.
We should go back and make a list of all the movies in this episode that you called the worst that you've ever seen in your life, and then we should marathon all of them in one sitting.
Oh my god! I am not watching Hurry Up Tomorrow again. I
I'll
am
trick
not.
you.
We've talked about a lot of bad movies this year, like Electric State, Snow White, Captain America, The Gorge. I didn't like. I would watch all of those 100 times over before even watching 30 minutes of Hurry Up Tomorrow. I can't. I can't even express. Oh, I can't get into this. I'd rather be brutally murdered in a Final Destination-esque sequence than watch Hurry Up Tomorrow again.
Oh man, what if they made Hurry Up Tomorrow 2?
Hurry Up Tomorrow?
Yeah, or like Hurry Up Next Week or something.
If they called it Hurry Up Tomorrow, I think morally I would have to give it a shot because I like the name. No, I couldn't. There's no way they do it. You should watch it. I would love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'll get out to it in theaters just because
I almost left so many
other things I'd rather see. But
people did leave my theater. It wasn't a packed theater. There was like 7 of us, maybe 2 people left.
Wow,
and people were giggling.
Yeah. But I mean, there's like other stuff that I didn't even get to see that I actually wanted to try and see. Like Until Dawn, I didn't get to.
Same. I have a lot of stuff this year.
Streaming, I'll probably catch that. But
I think I don't want to jinx it. I think I'm finally picking up my my pace for the year.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm starting to slow up.
That's what I like. I went really hard at the summer of last year to like the end. And I still feel burnt out from it, but now I think I'm finally starting. Like you need time off when you're watching a lot, so
right.
You should slow up. Honestly, it's a lot, man. I was watching like 3 movies a day for a point last summer.
Oh my god!
And it's just too much. It's just not right. It's just not right.
Yeah, that's. I'll say
it was also fun though. I can't lie. It's
before we go. I'll probably hitting 2 today. So I'm gonna try and hit Dead Reckoning for Mission Impossible Monday, and then go into a Scream Unseen tonight.
Oh, I might see you there.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
I'm hoping.
This is apparently gonna be. The rumor is most likely it's gonna be Bring Her Back.
Yes.
And I haven't seen Talk to Me, so.
You're killing
I'm gonna
me.
see it. I'm telling you, I horror movies are like the biggest blind spot I have.
Oh, dude,
I'm going hard this October though.
Hell yeah! If you're not like, if you're not like a big horror movie guy, I feel like this could scar you.
It's not that I'm not like a horror. I just like would always see.
It's not your go-to.
When I wasn't watching, when I didn't watch a ton of movies, really. Like I never would be like, let me watch a horror movie.
Yeah, it's kind of like in middle school. You're like, oh, let's go see like a shitty horror movie because it's fun to get scared.
Not me. I'm like, that's too scary. I won't. I want to be able to sleep tonight, so I'm not doing that. And then now I'm like, I'm old enough where I won't get scared, mostly. But I'm like,
I get so scared.
Really?
I get so scared. I'm the jumpiest. I jump all the time in a movie.
The only one
I hit this move a lot. when I'm watching a horror movie.
Dude, that's why like I actually hit the like watching it through my hands yesterday at Final Destination. And I was like, I'd never hit that.
I hit that at Hurry Up Tomorrow because I knew a jump scare was coming. That's the thing. I don't necessarily get like scared. Jump scares just get me so bad. I'm super sensitive to sound just generally. Like I jump in my daily life at least like 6 times a day. Mm-hmm. So like just with something happening. So when I know it's coming, it kills me. It's not even fun. People like say that jump scares are fun. I don't have fun with it, but I like movies, so I want to watch them. But Talk to Me is the I know it's kind of like
gonna get it eventually.
Have you seen Hereditary?
No, that's another one that's been on like the top of my horror movie I gotta watch list.
Bring Her Back has been compared to Hereditary.
Yeah. So
dude, if it's as scary as I think it's gonna be, I'm interested for your thoughts. Yeah. I think I'm gonna get tickets for that. That sounds fun.
Heck yeah. But
if it's not Bring Her Back, I will probably leave. So defeating the entire point.
I mean, I don't know what else it could be just because it's a horror movie.
I think the only other thing is Dangerous Animals.
Oh no!
I know that's the only other one with the runtime.
This is a huge. This is like flipping a coin, and like if it lands on heads, you get like a bowl of ice cream, and if it lands on tails, you get shot in the chest. Oh my gosh!
Pretty much. I'm gonna. If it's Dangerous Animals, I'll go get dinner. I'll just leave and go
Maybe I'll see Until Dawn then.
Oh, that's true. You should go see Hurry Up Tomorrow.
No. I'd rather see Dangerous Animals probably.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We'll find out next week what movie it was that we saw.
That's true.
And,
I think this is our shortest episode yet. Somehow, who would have thought? What do we have? Oh, next week will be a big one.
Next week's a huge week, Emmett.
One.
Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning. You're seeing it.
Okay. I was gonna say to everyone. I still haven't watched all the Mission Impossibles. I've seen some. I do want to see this one in theaters, but I know I should watch them all first. So I don't know if I'll get to it by the time we record this.
Wrong.
Unless I just go to it. You think I should just go into it?
I'm gonna force you to go if you have to see it before we record. Like I will be like Sunday. I'm gonna just show up at your house and be like, all right.
I do want to see it. Don't get me wrong. I just don't want to ruin it if it's like the big end.
You've seen Fallout?
I've seen Fallout, Ghost Protocol, and the first one, like forever ago, in theaters. I have seen those in theaters.
Okay,
not the first one.
I would say honestly, you can probably just watch the ones you haven't seen.
The thing is,
but 2 and 3 are not good. So
I don't care that much about Mission Impossible. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, this spoiled something in 4 if I see the new one.
I think if it's spoiled, you can go back and watch it.
I just want to see the cool stunts. And
I would say the only one that maybe you should for sure see is
the one
Dead Reckoning, the one right before it. But
I think I might just do that.
Yeah,
I might see.
And you should watch Rogue Nation because I think it's the best one.
Maybe I'll do the first one, Rogue Nation. I'll see.
Then you'll have all the Macquarie ones, and you'll be sick.
But we also have Lilo and Stitch, which I'm excited for.
Oh man,
getting shockingly good reviews. That's what I'm probably watching today is the animated Lilo and Stitch to get ready. One of my favorites ever. Excited for that. And the most important movie finally hitting theaters nationwide. The best movie of the year, Friendship, the Tim Robinson poem.
Yep.
I am so excited to see this. I'm the greatest double feature of all time. Lilo and Stitch into Friendship. Just I'm over the moon for this.
A Mission Impossible Friendship double feature makes sense, man. It's built on male friendship. Both movies are built on male friendship.
That's
the whole thing is Tom Cruise is like, I love my friends so much, I'll risk the entire world for them.
Lilo and Stitch is about family.
Totally different thing.
What I feel like. Oh, and then God, I don't know how much we can get to next week, but it's also the Last of Us finale is right before we record, and the rehearsal finale.
I'll catch up to the rehearsal. I've only seen 2 episodes of The Last of Us season 2.
Really? The last episode was good. Some of the others weren't great. Okay, so we'll
do the rehearsal, and then I mean, if you don't end up seeing it, I won't force you, I guess. But you can do your Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, I was gonna say Impossible. You have to see Lilo and Stitch if I see
that. Yeah, if you see Mission Impossible, I'll see Lilo and Stitch.
Are you gonna see it anyway?
I don't know.
You're gonna see it either way. I will hopefully. I'll hopefully see Mission Impossible. I'm gonna see. Maybe are you seeing it Thursday?
I'm seeing it Thursday at 6 p.m. because work.
Maybe Thursday because I'm doing Lilo and I'm not featuring that and Mission Impossible. So you let me know if you think it's in for.
Yeah, I'll let you know how much I think you need to see before.
No, let me know if it's like if I'll have fun, even if it's not.
Oh, I'll tell you right now. Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, but
I went into Dead Reckoning. I didn't know anything about any of them. And I had a great time.
It's gotten some shocking reviews.
Yeah, a lot of people. The initial reaction was pretty negative, and then it came out with like an 88% on Rotten Tomatoes. So I was like, "Whatever."
That's true. That is true.
But like, it's a Mission Impossible movie. I don't care if it's like, oh, it's a little talky and.
The thing is,
man, he's hanging off a plane.
I don't think anything comes out the week after too, so we could divide and conquer a little bit.
It's true. Like Last we could push Us Lilo and Stitch back.
No, I was talking more Last of Us or rehearsal or. Oh, well, Bring Her Back comes out that week, so.
True, but we might have it earlier.
Karate Kid Legends.
Oh man, I have to watch that.
I mean, I might.
Oh, Mission Impossible has dropped to an 81% critic score.
What's even the
Final
point?
Reckoning. That's all right.
What is
I think
Hurry
it's
Up
still
Tomorrow
higher
at?
than like a bunch of them. Oh, let me check that for you.
Is
Hurry
it
Up
0?
Tomorrow.
I think
I know
it
it
was
debuted
0.
at that.
It deserves that.
Let's see. No, it skyrocketed way up to 16.
So that's way too high.
16%.
It's
Out of
gotten
50
9.
reviews.
It's gotten 9 fresh reviews and 49 rotten. 69% audience. That's actually really low for audience.
What's this
Audience
Rotten
knows.
Tomatoes thing now? I got to disable ad blocker to look at it now. Come on, man.
Audiences getting that low. Like Ant-Man Lost Quantumania is 81 on Rotten Tomatoes. What's something?
It's impossible to
really
get a low
bad?
audience score, I think, on this website.
What's like a really bad one? Oh, Cats.
That's probably going to be like 60 something.
53%. So still above 50.
Yeah, you know what's lower than that? The Green Knight. Which, well, you're in that actually. So whatever, man. I can't. That's got 50% audience score.
I should give it another go one day.
You should, man. It's great.
I saw it in theaters that one time, and I wasn't who I am today.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that's kind of it, I guess.
Yeah, we don't have to keep yapping people.
Yeah. Next week is a big yap episode.
Huge episode next week.
Movie of the year coming out.
Yeah. So true, Lilo and Stitch.
No.
Did you see Lilo and Stitch has a $100 million budget? That movie's going to make a disgusting amount of money. It's going to be the most profitable Hollywood movie of the year.
You think doubt.
So? 100%. $100 million profit.
But what was Minecraft's thing?
It doesn't. I don't know. I think that's the most profitable Hollywood one right now. It's got to be. Neja 2 is the winner.
So that one's worth that one cost $100 million to make.
Minecraft or Lilo and Stitch?
Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
Well, it was originally the Final Reckoning has a budget of around $400 million.
Yeah, that's so brutal. It's because they paid everyone during COVID, I think.
Yeah. No, it rocks because that's why Dead Reckonings was so high as well.
It's not going to make any money, but it's
but the thing is, these movies print money, man.
No.
Dead Reckoning Part 1 was like considered to be like a huge disappointment, and it made $571 million.
Yeah, it didn't make a profit.
Because they were paying people over COVID.
I know. I'm just saying they make money, but it's not going to make money.
It doesn't matter. It got made.
I agree. No, I agree. Minecraft was $150 million budget.
That might be more. You think Lilo and Stitch is going to make more money than Minecraft did?
It could. Minecraft is going to tap out right before billion.
No, because Minecraft was not competing with Ethan Hunt at the box office or Paul Rudd and Tim Robinson.
That's true. Paul Rudd and Tim Robinson are going to. Well, Avatar's coming out. So that'll probably be the most profitable.
True.
And Zootopia. Like December,
so.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right.
I
think that'll do it for Final Destination Bloodlines and other things.
And just
for the May 20th edition of the Aluminum Screen podcast. Yeah. And, we'll be back next week to talk about Ethan Hunt and the IMF.
And Stitch and Lilo. You know what? Oh, sorry. We were about to end. The weirdest thing happened. I turned on my TV the other day and it said, watch Leroy and Stitch. And it's this weird spinoff. And I thought I was like insane for it.
Leroy and Stitch?
Like, it popped up. And I was like, what is this? Like, I genuinely thought it was like a Mandela thing. But like, I swear to God, this movie's about Leroy.
Oh, it's a Disney movie. It is an actual Disney movie.
Yeah, it's like a straight-to-DVD sequel. I think.
With their mission to capture and repurpose Jumba's experiments completed, Lilo, Stitch, Jumba, and Pleakley are honored as heroes by the Galactic Alliance. Jumba is offered to return to his old laboratory. Pleakley is offered a post as chairman of Earth Studies at Galactic Alliance Community College. Stitch is made the captain of the Galactic Armada and commander of the Big Red Battleship 9000. And Lilo is made the Galactic Federation's ambassador to Earth and the experiment's guardian.
Of course. That's what I always wanted when I watched Lilo and Stitch for the first time.
That's a long. That's just the first paragraph, man. There's a lot.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Did I cut out? Sorry about all the technical issues this episode. Hopefully, it's been Frankenstein into a watchable or listenable experience.
Yes.
Thank you for hanging out. We appreciate you. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, whatever your heart desires. Or
comment
don't
what draft you want us to do.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of potential.
If you have an idea that I didn't list,
we could do a draft the week after next, since there's not anything super major coming out.
We could do that, or we could do a bonus draft episode.
That's true.
Soon.
That's true too.
Whenever we want.
Hell yeah, that would be good for TikTok too.
That's what I was thinking.
All right,
hopefully
bye everybody.
I can start making TikTok. Some TikToks out.
We'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out.
Adios.